Okay, so did you check?
No. Like I've listened to like maybe.
Why don't you and Ginger talk for a moment?
Hi, Ginger. Hey, we're going to talk about levels. We're going to talk about audio levels.
Now pretend that you said something hilarious.
Oh my gosh!
Audio levels are hilarious.
Now pretend that I said something witty and you don't want to acknowledge it.
Shut up, Joe.
All right, there we go.
To the Swingset in Desire.
Welcome to the Swingset. Climb on up. There is always a swing available. On Life on the Swingset, the podcast, we explore ethically non-monogamous relationships, the pleasures and passions, the promise and pitfalls. We discuss all aspects of ethical non-monogamy in a fun, open, and welcoming fashion, with a gleam in our eye, a bounce in our step, our hands down your pants. Ooh, sorry, got ahead of myself. We may be biased. In fact, we most certainly are. But we don't sugarcoat, and each of us speaks honestly and earnestly about our thoughts, ideas, and experiences throughout our very own lives on the swing set. Thanks for swinging by.
Oh yeah.
One more. There we go.
Welcome to Life on the Swingset, the podcast.
Welcome.
Live, well, not live, but pre-recorded from Desire Resort and Spa in fabulous Cancun, Mexico. I am Cooper Beckett. With me I have...
Hey everybody, it's Ginger.
Dylan Thomas.
There's a preamble there, Dylan.
He was really enthusiastic.
He almost forgot. That was a big glass.
This is my second glass of coffee with ice and Bailey's. So, yeah.
I'm doing rum punch.
Coffee, ice.
Rum punch. And Jen's
Espresso
got
martini
which
with
have
a
been
side of tequila.
keeping me sane all week. See, I limited myself to 6 hours of sleep in the room.
Really?
I'm hard limit. When I am laying down to go to sleep, I set the alarm for 6 hours from that.
Okay.
And it's because in the past I have just slept and been like, I'm not going to get up. And I don't have to be anywhere like you overachievers with your exercise. So, I mean, you just make some of us look bad, honestly, is what it is. You look so good that some of us, maybe I'm projecting, I don't know. But some of us look and feel bad.
You spent
Want to give a
so
shout out
much
to the
work.
people's stamina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have a very tight knit group of people who enjoy the beach workouts.
I'm
so
not,
shout out to that. And let's be honest, it's at 10:30. So I mean,
way too early. Really, I don't get my workout mojo on until 11:45 p.m. and then I'm really just ready for bed.
that's fair. That workout for me is foreplay. Exercise is foreplay. I'm just saying.
Cooper has now got a new exercise regimen in his mind.
It's fair.
No, hey, I agree. If I exercise in the morning or the early afternoon, I have way more energy to do anything I want at night. So it may not be foreplay for me, but it's preparation for play.
There we go.
Well done, sir. Well done, sir. Yes.
Although there are occasionally-
Feel free to live tweet SS Desire SS Podcast. That's the thing. A thing we do.
If your hands are free, and I'm kind of hoping they won't be by the end of the podcast. So
There we go.
Are you gonna slow jam this podcast? You're just gonna mellow it out and make it a enticing atmosphere. You still got all your clothes on, man. I don't know what this is
I
about.
do. We're scaling up.
Yeah. Dylan is completely clothed. His shirt is open. Jin is t-shirt and bikini bottom.
And I'm representing
And swing set shirt.
Right, exactly. I'll take it off eventually.
I'm wearing a hat. I'm wearing a visor.
A visor.
Life on the swing set visor. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
Oh, so you are
That's it.
representing, so I can take my shirt off.
you can.
All right.
I think we'd all like to see that. Okay, wait, yeah. One bit of applause. This is Ginger Bentham here.
Good job, Prof.
Again?
Would you fuck it up?
Oh, no.
Prof would fuck that. Prof fuck that good.
All right. So, wow. Do you guys need us all to leave?
Well, no.
I think I need you to leave.
All right, so exercise is only one of the events that we've had.
Yes, this is Thursday of our.
Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. It's Thursday. You knew it was Thursday. Awesome.
Well, there's a big sign that says Thursday. And I knew the podcast took place on Thursday, so either it's Thursday or we've misjudged something.
Okay.
Well, really, you only planned it because you knew if it was Friday, I would start singing Rebecca Black and just ruin everybody.
That would ruin everything.
So, yeah.
Like the whole week. We'd have to do a do-over.
Yes.
We'd have to stay another week just to get that out of it.
I'm down for do-over.
Good call.
Well, speaking of do-overs,
Speaking of do-overs,
we are
The
taking
Mexican
over.
government does not recognize do-overs, so we're still on that end of the passport thing. We got to get out of the country.
That's fair.
The state country or the state does though. We're in Quintana Roo, and they
Oh, they
recognize
have
it,
a
so,
different,
yeah.
more
Yes.
lax.
They also have
rules.
federalism here. So we're,
Speaking of federalism, we saw the federales the other day on the beach.
Really?
On motorcycle.
Oh yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, and then it was totally the guy from Chips. What was the guy from
Punch.
Chips?
It was Punch.
I mean, he's got gloves on and he pulls off. I mean, it's like fucking Punch out
No,
there.
I seriously thought they were part of a strip show. I was like, oh my gosh, they're even arriving via the beach. They're
I know. And they were all smiles.
I was
all
a little
smiles.
disappointed. I was
Wait,
a little disappointed.
They couldn't do that today though. The water level's so high that there's like no beach to get on.
No, then they ride in the surf, like people in old 80s movies riding horses in the surf. Or like Casino Royale.
So majestic.
Majestic indeed. Yeah, the Federale
Mexican
on a
Federale.
motorcycle in the
Majestic
surf.
Federale.
It is majestic, and we love it. It's wonderful. So you were saying...
We were doing lots of activities.
We
Yes.
have done lots of activity.
And the first activity to mention is next year's activity.
Yes,
because-
there is activity next year.
Because
Right.
the swing set does take over Desire in 2016.
Yeah.
It's a full resort takeover, which means we have a full content takeover, which means we're going to start soliciting ideas from everybody
Yes.
that isn't already here and naked that we've been soliciting many things from, including ideas about what we want to do next year with all the themes. For example, I want to keep the pool open at night, at least a couple nights.
Yes.
And I plan on using the long, hard, wide cock of the swing set to make that happen. So,
Wide. How about girthy? Go with girthy. Wide is weird. Wide is like a one of those coffee cakes. Like I mean, it's thick, but it's like a long john. The long john is wide.
this is why you're bi and I'm not. I don't think I will do better next time I'm describing the long, hard, girthy cock of anybody, anything, or anything.
I just won't
But
argue
I
with the
appreciate-
use of the word girthy.
This is why I'm bi. I never knew, but I'm glad we figured it out.
The language that you have to describe cocks is just
Because, basically it's all food related. Because I don't eat a lot of food anymore, so
You have to replace it with
I have to replace it with cock, is what I'm saying.
A little Freudian sublimation
little-
works for all of us.
Little
Yeah.
cock, little pussy, it's better than food.
it does seem to sustain you.
It does. It's good stuff.
It's nourishing.
So yes, we will be back here next year, and people have booked.
People have booked.
I can't. I mean, I think at least 7 or 8 people have come up to me and talked about how they've already chosen their rooms and booked for next year. It's yeah. So get on that, everybody, because otherwise the room you want might be already taken.
Well, and with
But there are
that
other
said,
rooms.
People need to know it's super boring though.
We're going to our activities later because listen, we've already gotten the ginger blush going on. And by the way, wait.
Why is June? Oh,
The blush travels down, and so she just becomes a little more pink and a little more red as we go along, and it. Right now,
This
it's
is my favorite part
this
to
part's
be right
really
here.
red.
That part is red. I like that part.
yeah.
I'm a fan. I'm a
There you
fan.
go. Super boring.
I'm going to tell you though, I didn't go last year, and this year when I came here, I was a little bit nervous about.
I thought you were very quiet last year. I mean, like refusing
this
to
was
participate
Dylan.
on the podcast.
That was Dylan.
That's true. That
right
was
here.
Dylan.
Yeah,
I remember
that's
I would
right.
tweak you every once in a while and you'd bounce. That was it.
That was it.
I was really excited to participate.
So
you've already got the motion going on. You could totally do
you
fine.
weren't here last year. You're here now,
I'm here now.
and
I've had...
His heart is full of joy.
My heart is full of joy. I actually had... so last night at the... Okay, I'm going to just start...
Just go.
Do it.
All right. I was worried that I'd have to host every damn thing, even though we've had everybody hosting every damn thing.
Yes.
Which has been wonderful.
Why were you
Wait.
worried you'd have to host
I
every
don't
damn
know,
thing?
we have
because
so
I
many
feel-
shout-outs, and we will. But everyone
Yeah.
hosting every damn thing, give yourselves like a round of applause. That is so amazing. What?
What about hand jobs?
Dylan was getting a hand job.
Is Dylan
Well,
getting
yes.
a hand job?
That was
No.
where I was going, but yes.
Okay,
But,
wait. Is that a small engine?
I just want to say that it was really nice to have everybody kind of making everything they want to happen. It was nice to not come here and try to make everything happen on my own. And as much as everybody initiates things on their own anyway, I had this expectation, like, I had this fear that I'd have to, like, move every event and steward every event, and that totally hasn't happened. And I've been fucking relaxed, and I needed the relaxation this year, and it's happened, and it's been wonderful. So, like, thank you for being cool. You've been cool. It's been awesome. I felt like one of you instead of above you telling you to do things. It's not a bad place to be, to tell you the truth, because
I don't
I've
mind.
had a little bit of that, just a little bit of that here. So
It's fair.
but
So Dylan, what has your favorite event been thus far?
my favorite events. I have. There have been a lot
Is
of really
Prof
good ones.
distracting you?
No. He's
Because he is very handsome over there.
My favorite single event was the flogging instruction and demo
Yes,
that JJ
seriously,
Chara
over there.
and Duncan hosted upstairs in the disco.
Yes.
And it was my favorite event because I've never been here when we've had a strong kink contingent.
No, we've always had a strong kink contingent. They just didn't know they could be
That
visibly kinky.
was well, I wasn't going to say that was visibly kinky, but yes, that was visibly kinky. So the fact that it's all out and about, and we're all kind of showing each other what we're doing and teaching each other what we're doing, and kind of wrapping it all together, felt really great.
Yeah.
And I got to sit in that flogging instruction demo and enjoy. I got to be a voyeur. I got to throw in a couple of cheap words here and there.
Cheap words, huh?
Cheap, really cheap
Super
words.
bored.
But yeah, I
Super bored.
Yes, I got to enjoy it because I wasn't running it or responsible for it, and I just love watching that anyway.
I've also
Yeah.
enjoyed being irresponsible.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed being responsible, but I loved watching everybody else enjoy it, and that was really that's really what's made me happy. Whenever I've been to or run an event here, I've noticed that people have been enjoying it. And if there was something that wasn't being enjoyed, I would try to change things up and make it better, but I haven't had to. Things, from my perspective, have seemed to run pretty smoothly, and everybody seemed to enjoy it. So,
Well, and I'll speak to that.
They
I'll speak
seriously,
to that.
they're swarming closer to us with the lawnmower now.
We have a small
It is a
engine.
tradition.
It is a tradition. Yeah.
Here in Desire Podcast.
Although we got through the meet and greet without a small engine this year.
Yeah, we did.
So that was good. I want to tell you all that I love to hear you say that you are relaxed, because this amazing man, not only is he planning events and doing all these things, he is managing your Desire experience down to the music you are hearing that you don't even realize you're hearing until you're like, wow, that was really fucking good music. He is doing things we don't even know he's doing. He's
Soundtrack of your fucking.
He's the soundtrack of your fucking. So there's that.
The music he makes is
No,
the soundtrack.
The music, I'll take that one.
Himself.
sure.
And additionally, he is also the mastermind, these two amazing gentlemen, behind all of the ways that a lot of people are communicating via technology here at the resort, which I know multiple people have come up to me to say has really enhanced their experience. To
Yay.
find people that they're looking to hook up with.
No, I'm happy. No, that sounded sarcastic.
Do you want to
but
try
wasn't. No.
again? Try again.
No, I don't think I can do it.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know. Yay is a word that sounds sarcastic.
I say it, yay! So
I can't say it like that. I've lost my upper register.
Well, and I'm.
That's what happens when you lose all that weight.
Yeah, that's it. I've cut off. I'm low. I'm very low.
So I wanted to thank you.
Well, you're welcome. So, we got feedback that it was always hard for people to kind of connect because there are a lot of common places here, but you don't know people's room numbers all the time, or you forget them because it's really fucking easy to forget stuff. And so about a week before we did this, we all set up a little chat room thing where we can put out things in a chat room, and then we can also ping each other privately if we want to. And apparently, it's been working out pretty well. Even with the Wi-Fi being spotty here, the app will queue it up and then send it whenever you get a connection. So, like, if you pass through the lobby, all of a sudden you get like 4 messages saying, "Hey, you want to fuck tonight?" And then it works out really. So the next day. Well, that's the beauty of the vacation because you can really just let it happen whenever it happens. So.
Sure.
It just plan it, at the hot tub at 6:30, next to the I was gonna say trash can.
With the lead pipe.
Oh, on the beds upstairs by the
John
hot
wants to
tub.
fuck upstairs by the trash can. So if anybody, this is his proposition for all of you.
I will never yuck your yum ever.
Well, I'm not yucky. I'm just repeating it louder and in a weird fashion.
If I had to identify any individual bed upstairs, I would have to say the fourth bed from the left or something like that. But I couldn't think of it quickly enough because I was trying to say, like, is there an identifying characteristic? Overlooking the
There's also an
thing.
ashtray up there. You should try the ashtray. I would fuck by the ashtray.
No, don't.
No, don't. Fuck by the ashtray.
Speaking of which, I do want to thank really quickly JV for giving me a real Cuban cigar that I've never smoked a real Cuban cigar, and I've been lusting after this thing for a couple days, and so I'm thinking after
Are you rubbing it on yourself?
No, because I don't want to ruin it.
I don't know. It might enhance the flavor.
I don't want to smoke my own juices, sir. I want to smoke.
Well, you want to smoke someone else's juices, and if Bill Clinton taught us nothing else, it's that sometimes the juices taste good.
So, if I had another one, I would be willing. No. If I had another one, I would love to put it inside somebody and then smoke it. But I only have one. And how would I choose?
This is the part where Jamie gave him another cigar, and now he's scoping the room. He's scoping the room.
Oh my God!
Tell him, you still want
Now the professor is offering his ass as a place for Dylan to cram his cigar.
All right, so I have plans for that one. So I don't have 2 cigars.
Dylan, now really the key would be see how much variety of juices you can get on it, so every puff tastes different.
So okay, all right. If we had a couple people that were a little bit that squirted a little bit.
Oh, you just hose it down.
Just dust it down.
It might use my safe word.
And I believe.
Which one are we?
yellow right now?
And from a risk-aware perspective, I think I would be okay
What's
because
his
I would
school
be
bus one of your
burning.
safe words?
Bacon Unicorn School Bus.
Yeah, okay.
Or
See, bacon is a bad one here.
4 pound sign, exclamation point, ampersand.
Hey, Ginger, it's fascinating that people outside the circle are telling me what your safe word is. There's some strong implications. Like I have strong implications there.
It changes every 2 hours. It's security purpose.
You rotate. Yeah, somebody comes in with a little suitcase and it's handcuffed and it's Ginger's safe words for the day.
And it's championship mind fucking, I just have to say. You get these DOMs together. I mean, I see your faces, all of you, and I'm afraid.
I see.
So do they tell you the safe words beforehand?
Maybe.
No. The problem here is this is really all my fault. Because we did.
Which part?
But the fact that she has such a long, complex safe word. Because we did that little thing on privacy and security and swinging.
Oh, so she treated it like a password.
Right. And so now she didn't want to let anybody else know.
So it's give it to me.
I'm feeling safe right now, so I don't need to figure it out. But it's like something like 4 pound sign, exclamation point, 0, lowercase.
What if
o.
I talk like this?
Oh my gosh! I'm getting closer.
What if I sing?
You need to understand though. You aren't using 2-factor safe word authentication. So
I gave
you still have a way to go.
Wait.
You still have a way to go.
I I'm putting you to sleep? That's not a good thing. That's not reinforcing.
This is the part I have to say.
Well, when Dylan talks about two-factor authentication, honestly, I've never wanted to hang myself more in a podcast. Like, literally, I hung a rope over. There's nothing that makes me more angry than two-factor authentication because fuck it. It's difficult and it doesn't need to be.
Well, I don't know if we have any riggers this year, but maybe next year we'll have a rigger.
Will hang me because
I will literally make sure that you are suspended.
I think there's.
We'll suspend you.
Dylan, we have an expert rigger here.
Well, not expert. I'm volunteering.
She volunteers as tribute.
All right, excellent. I like it. Suspension. Yep.
Okay, so did you use it? What is your favorite event, Ginger, that has happened thus far?
Well, two things.
Okay, that you can do that.
Okay. Mostly because I'm doubling up on Dylan's favorite, but my anti-favorite and my favorite all at the same time. Oh, are we doing events or
anti-favorite, not anti-favorite?
No, events. We'll talk about things that have happened.
Okay, I'll say that
events.
one. Okay, so how can I not say the flogging demo? I mean, how can I?
You're bound to say it. In fact, some might say you can't not say it.
Wait,
right.
We need a verdict. Can she not?
Can she not?
I think she can not.
I think that she cannot not.
A double negative.
Wait, so do we?
That is proof positive that it is.
So you know what? I've got the mic, so I'm going to say what I want to say right now, and I will take whatever punishment comes later on. So no, seriously, that was so sexy, and it's funny. We had the cool part about all of the events, and we still have a lot of events to do.
Sexy for the people who are not here watching.
I will definitely do that. So what I love, and I haven't had the chance to say this. I always do the go deep thing for just a few minutes.
Yeah.
Go deep, please.
The one thing, there's plenty of foreplay, and I'm quite looped up right now. So,
I've noticed.
Slick.
A little bit sweaty. Is what I love is watching this group take care of each other.
Mm-hmm.
I really need to just say that we create this really intense utopia here for a while of taking really good care of each other in very practical ways of making sure that we're eating, sleeping, drinking water. Because I think we're all pretty good about the drinking aspect otherwise. Where, hey, I need some this, I need some that, and everyone's got each other's back. So it's such an incredible experience to come here and unplug in every way, in that sense of being able to feel really secure, taken care of, and in a very erotic way, know you'll be taken care of that way too.
Right.
So it's not just about coming here and having the most incredible sex and having inventive, creative sex. Yes, of course, but there's something
I do
to be
enjoy
said.
that.
Yeah,
I'm
glad that you do.
I want you to know that.
All right.
That I enjoy that.
There's something to be said from my perspective that this entire event is an event that I take with me for the rest of the year.
Yes.
And not that I'm waiting on bated breath for the next one.
I am. I'm already waiting. I'm already ready.
Bated breath.
Bated breath.
The breath is bated.
Yes.
I am a masturbator.
No.
Hey, I got a high five from Ginger. I don't give a fuck. You can all you want.
Oh!
You're gonna hit me in the face?
I was gonna spank his ass.
Even his cock was running at me.
Yeah, he's been doing that a
It's
lot.
like,
So I pictured his cock like the old
We're all picturing
drive-in movies where it's like running
let's
at
all
you
go
like
to
the
the
hot dog.
lobby.
Exactly.
The hot dog jumps in the bun, the cock jumps in the pussy. Yeah, I know what you're doing. I'm with you. I'm with you, Jim.
All right.
With you.
So,
As always.
so I will finish my favorites by saying I did go to a place at the flogging demo where I got to be flogged,
You did.
and by the incredible JV.
But thank you, Dave.
JV is incredible.
Yes.
I mean, I feel that for different reasons. But he is incredible.
Flogging a guy is not a hard limit, Cooper, so you let me know.
I'm intrigued.
Take the number.
It was JV with the flogger in the disco.
Wait, do you want to flog me also, Prof?
I've wanted to flog
Hey,
you.
I need to say, Prof thinks that I have given him a blowjob
No, he doesn't. No, he
That
doesn't.
he has given me a blowjob and tried really hard to convince me of both things.
This sounds like fanfic.
What is? I've read it. It was good. But he wrote it, so it was submitted it to the swing
said we're
set.
having a dom off.
He
which I didn't know
submitted
he
He
was
submitted to the swing set.
No, you know what? Okay, I imagine a real dom off as two people
Hashtag Dom off.
demonstrating on somebody at the same time, and so one person kind of like somebody with a flutter like, and then this person's like, and so whatever the one dom does, the other dom does, and then this dom does it, and then this dom does it, and then whoever hits.
Dylan,
Whatever their goal is.
This is the part in the comedy album where you wish you were actually seeing the comedian because they're doing something that's obviously very funny, but you have no idea.
So I can already tell that Shara would want to be the one who's the bottom for the dom off. I can already tell that. Do you see that bus coming at you? Why do I see that bus?
Yeah, Jim and Shara have a sub off. That's for sure.
Oh, all right, yeah.
So
But sometimes it's aggressive.
And only 80% of the plan was Shara.
I loved every second of it. It was super boring. I did.
Yes, we managed to take one of Ginger's few remaining cherries.
Wait, really? What was?
We did. It's never been written on before.
Jim, how many cherries are left?
I don't know. I feel like I need an abacus right now with cherries on
I
it.
didn't say few because I'm certain of a number. I said few because, I'm just fairly certain.
He is fairly certain.
And that's fair.
And that is fair.
fairly
That
certain.
is fair.
You've never been with a boy before.
When you say it like that, it's so creepy.
I know.
Look, Ophelia's shaking her head.
Conversation judge overruled.
And honestly, Dylan,
wait.
no, hold on. She would so shake her head more at any of the stupid shit I've been saying, but the fact that she hasn't and is shaking her head at you, that means I win.
You know where that starts. Remember, there's still something that I have in project completion for our fans.
Okay.
It's the cheerleader fantasy. After a cheerleading competition,
I know you're
Kendra and
edging
other
our
cheerleaders,
fans.
yes, come into the locker room, and they come in all hot and sweaty and frustrated.
Are you going to hijack the podcast with your story that's supposed to be released as its own podcast and recorded in a good? I mean, I'm just asking. Is that what you're doing at the
I will
moment,
just
Joey?
say that
We're having a host off now.
that particular line comes from somewhere in the middle where they finally have finished taking all their clothes off and like, I've never been with a boy before, and they don't know what to do because, so
You have a very specific fantasy, Dylan.
I am so turned on by that, though. I gotta be honest.
so
Jen, have you ever been with a boy before?
Well, I'm looking around and I'm like,
yes.
I know. Just don't raise your hands, can I just say?
She's mentally pointing it.
Whoa, look at all the hands!
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh!
You,
Me,
favorite
favorite.
event so far.
Wow, everyone's so firmly.
No, you set the agenda.
I did,
So,
I did set
so
the
we're
agenda.
just.
I love the group dinners. I love hanging out with everybody. That's probably right up there.
Okay.
My pegging demo was interesting because for the first time I had to tap out.
Okay.
But
How did that feel?
Were you wearing a tap shirt?
I felt the shame that accompanies it because pegging is one of those things that can draw out deep emotions and irrational emotions, and so I felt I'm letting people down here. And then everybody was, I know, and then everybody was so amazingly generous with me after that, and talked about how it essentially gave them permission to not have a successful first time, and to be able to experience it's just not happening.
Right.
now.
And I want to tell you, I was there for one of those moments where, and I'll circle back to that, like, we're all taking care of each other, where you were very in that space of, I'm so sorry, I'm so, and we had a listener come up and say, it was awesome to watch you be vulnerable.
Yeah.
And thank you, and that was brave. And so that is what we're here to do, is be brave together.
He's
Shooting tequila.
no, he's licking the. Do you know where that's been?
Yes.
Where he wants to place cigars.
It's been all over his chest.
Exactly right.
He's licking
Exactly.
his salty goodness off
Exactly
the
where
tequila
I wanted
glass.
it to be.
Dylan
It's
does-
because he wants a rim of tequila. Did you see they have rimmer
Yes.
at the bar?
Don't put it anywhere where
It's-
you would think to put it.
Clamato rimmer. It's Clamato rimmer.
It's clam based, which is
really
different.
ironic.
Which makes me
It is
confused.
beautifully ironic.
So, just to let you know why I was doing something with this glass, with the shot glass, is because I spilled a little bit of tequila on my hands. And thank you, Prof. I guess I'll be demonstrating it. And I spilled a little bit of tequila on my hands, and so I didn't want to waste it. So I kind of took it off of each finger that I had spilled it on.
You had a
And I
little
saw a
dribble
little
at
look
the
from
beginning.
somebody over there that I kind of have a little bit of a crush on. And so I decided to also make sure I got it off of the sides. Oh, see, I did it again. And then, of course, I need to get it off the side of the
So
glass.
you're trying to entice someone you have a crush on by licking your tequila glass sensually.
It's easy that the glass feels so good on my lips because I feel so much.
Dylan's courtship rituals are fascinating. Note.
We see him in
young
his
Dylan
natural
in his
habitat.
natural habitat, as he takes the shot glass and licks it ever so thoroughly, and his intended has noticed him from across the room, and she is wet with enthusiasm, and Dylan knows it. And dear God, no, he doesn't. Dylan, he doesn't have a flared face. No, pull out, Dylan. No, don't die here. I won't let you die here, Dylan.
I have never seen such naughty things with a shot glass.
Hashtag had to be there.
This shot glass has gotten some action today.
Now, I'm happy with my Attenborough there. I was happy with it.
It was excellent.
Is it
actually.
Edinburgh or Attenborough? Somebody British? Help? Edinburgh. Okay.
Why would you assume a Tenenborough? I'm just curious. Where on earth does that come from?
All I know is I won't do accents anymore.
What is it?
That's a good question.
Is that your hard limit?
It totally is.
I don't know where that came from.
It's a hard limit. Jen is done with accents.
I'm done.
You haven't done a whole lot of accents.
I did one and I fucked it up, so I'm not doing it anymore.
Well, I don't do them well. I just do them a lot.
Quantity, not quality. Proper game.
It is quantity over quality.
I might give you a mediocre orgasm, but I'll give you 50 of them.
Well, I need a verdict. Is the you can celebrate about that, but I just gave someone 50 orgasms, and I think the conversion rate's pretty high.
It's basically the conversion rates between pesos and dollars at this point.
I
One
still
peso.
got 5.
Yeah.
Fuck you, jackass.
1 peso equals about, a dollar. No, that shit. Six.
You should
Fuck
know
it, I
this,
don't.
Dylan. You should know this.
I know that one way.
All I do is pull the zero off.
Oh, 1 peso equals 6 cents. That's what it is right now.
Tequila plus bath plus conversion rates equals bad.
Yeah. Well, actually, there was a moment when I asked somebody what the conversion rate was. Actually, it might have been you. And no, it wasn't you. I asked somebody, and they gave it to me in the reverse order that I was intending to process
they
it in
broke
my
it
head.
for the
And
rest of
then I
it.
almost asked the dumbest follow-up question, which is like, yeah, but what is it in the opposite? Because they already gave me everything I needed to know to convert it. But if I had actually asked them, it would have been showing that I was lazy and didn't convert it into my head. So, yes.
Well, there we go.
That's what happened.
All right, so we've done favorites, events.
Favorite events?
Favorite event.
I
Should we begin the kiss and tell section of the podcast?
The
Ginger,
names
would
will
you
be
like to-
changed to protect the guilty.
I think names should just be omitted.
Wait, we have a hand raised. I'm curious. Is there something you'd like to
Is
say?
somebody going to kiss and
Sir?
tell?
No. Oh, all right. Oh, you're just waving.
Oh, just waving.
Oh, well, I can see why you're waving.
Just trying to pick someone up over there.
Done.
Wow. Seriously. My growl is off because of my voice.
Yeah, I
I
get it.
growl better when I have my full voice.
Oh, speaking of which,
karaoke. Dylan.
Yeah.
Karaoke.
Ooh,
One
yeah.
of my favorite events. Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah.
So there's a small story about it. Very, 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 very quick. I tried to make it happen, and there was 1.5 terabytes of karaoke that I wanted. So I wanted it all, and I couldn't get it all in time.
You needed that compression algorithm from Silicon Valley's show.
Right.
Yeah.
That.
The compression
I didn't plan ahead of time.
No, you
on
didn't.
that.
On non-existent fictional compression algorithm.
Yes. So I couldn't bring all the physical karaoke I wanted with me here, and so I had to rely on the internet here. But that wasn't really working too well either. But long story short, I got just enough internet and just enough help from Spotify with lyrics to rig up a system that I was using 2 devices, one to display the lyrics and one to put the audio in. Plus, I had a wireless mic, and it all came together in a way that I was mostly happy with, and everybody seemed to have a good time. So I will do it again next year with my whole ass, with at least 1.5 terabytes of whole ass in there. So
We do everything with our whole ass as best we can.
As best we can.
Like the rest.
What did you do with your whole ass last night, Jim? You can't throw something like that at me and then say shh. That's not how we roll. That's not how we do it.
Are you done? More to talk about there, right?
Wow, just deferring. She's deflecting.
I like putting myself on display. And
Do you like hearing about Ginger's whole ass, though?
And everything that I did during karaoke was putting either somebody else or myself on display. And so it worked really, really well. And I've never had an easier time dealing with the staff. That's one of the TJs right there that had a, So yeah, so we really, it's been great. So it worked out well, and I'm happy to. And I'm going to do it next year.
Good.
Woo! Yes, absolutely.
So what about your whole ass?
Yeah, tell us about your whole ass, Jen. See, this is a safe space.
It is. Okay, so
Sorry.
that was that was awesome. So I do feel like it's a little different when I'm home in my jammies on my couch podcasting with my headset on.
Yeah.
Because that's how people mostly get us, right?
On their headset.
Well, no, I mean,
I don't know. I try to help get as many people as I can.
There's a small segment of the population that gets us internally, and everybody else listens.
That's fair.
So it's like 0.1% of our audience.
Well, wait, no,
Well, it
but we have like
depends on the
15
math.
If we have 15 listeners.
It's 15 now?
Wait, we have more than 15
Hey,
now. So.
I think, considering we have 81 couples with us on this resort at the moment, we should perhaps acknowledge the fact that we are a reasonably successful podcast. Perhaps for the first time, right here in Desire, we actually accept the fact that we are a reasonably successful podcast.
All right, we have hundreds of listeners.
We have thousands of listeners.
All right.
We have reached over 2 million
okay.
listeners.
Well, no, we've reached over 2 million downloads. 2 million downloads. 2 million listeners is actually pretty impressive. That'd be great. But no, over 2
million downloads is impressive, though. Don't downgrade.
Over 2 million downloads, and we have tens of thousands of listeners.
Yes.
Okay. I will no longer use the fact that we have tens of listeners.
So
as a premise
just
to-
add a bunch of zeros to your initial estimate.
Yes.
Well, and you guys always did that for my comfort because
We did.
my whole
We did.
point is I sit on my couch in my jammies with my headset on. Thank you for my new headset, by the way. And talk to my friends, my sexies, my lovies, and it feels amazing. And then I'm able to come here and talk to all of these amazing people and hear about how what we have said in our quasi-isolation to one another and how they've used it to enhance their lives. So
Yes.
and their relationships. Taking relationships from a place of not feeling like it's sustainable or awesome or sexy or loving or compassionate to a place where they can't imagine anything else because life is so fucking good. So I just want to say, like, for you guys, like, I had a moment this trip where I'm like, yeah, that is a meansequel experience.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how to segue from that to double penetration.
Tell me about your double penetration.
No. Before you segue, I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to cut you off, initiating a segue with her because nobody looks good on a segue. So, while we're accepting that we are actually listened to by a lot of people, I'm with the help of at least 2 distinct people here, I'm starting to accept that what we're doing is actually helping people. And
Only 2?
Yes, 2. No, in particular.
Two particular
I
people.
have 2 sets of people in mind right now that have both come to me and said.
So 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Math is hard. Thank you. So.
Well, it's okay because you do math good.
I do math good. So.
Grammar as well.
Yes, grammar. Grammar is hard, and so am I.
Oh, I'm going to take a second to talk about the mission, okay? And I say this having a lot of tequila in my hand and a lot of boobs around me.
That is
This-
the mission.
That was your original mission.
That was.
You've gone through a
Dylan,
number of
I
strategic
remember us
processes
sitting
that-
there thinking, wouldn't it be great if we got a mediocre amount of celebrity and then people wanted to put their boobs on us? And you were also Dylan like cocksure, and that was totally like, this is who I am now. I'm Dylan Cocksure. And I suggested Big McLarge Huge.
I think it's long enough in the past that I can plausibly say I do not recall. I do not recall.
I have the Google Hangouts transcript.
He's got the transcript for everything.
I do.
So wait, he's
Wait,
on a
what is
series.
he? He's
on-
Ernest Dillon. Hashtag Ernest Dillon.
Ernest Dillon. So he's going to do the thing.
I'm going to let him do the thing.
Do the thing.
Do the thing, Dylan.
There's a larger mission involved in what we're doing. Because as much as, yes, it was nice to talk about how we like lots of boobs and we wanted to fuck other people, and apparently wanted the mediocre chance that maybe we'd get to fuck slightly more people by doing this.
Yes.
I honestly don't remember that. I'm just saying, like,
Slightly more.
I'm not denying that. I don't remember that.
I think, Dylan, honestly, I think it was just trying to fuck the people that we were thinking of as co-hosts at that moment.
Oh. Okay.
Because we did not assume that we would, well, first of all, that 10 episodes later, this lovely would join our ranks.
Well, I was already fucking one of our first co-hosts.
I know. You jump right. I know. You jump right in.
That's right. I was the template for what we were talking about.
You were the example. You led by example.
All right. But
be earnest.
the larger mission is the fact that I get a lot of pleasure out of being with other people mirrors the fact that a lot of people get a lot of pleasure out of fucking other people. But it hasn't just enhanced our sex lives, it's enhanced our social lives.
Yes.
And our relationships with other people, and our ability to relate to other people that don't necessarily do this. I relate more earnestly and honestly and effectively with lots of people all the time because I've picked up the skill set to do that in a more effective way and in a more honest way by doing this. And I don't say everybody should do non-monogamy, although if they did, it would be kind of cool because I think that was the default at one point. But
could be a better place in the world
yes, that too.
for you
For
and me.
And you
and Ginger.
and you.
Just wait and see. Go on, Ernest Dillon.
He wants to punch you in the throat right now, but he's
does.
not going to.
Throat punch.
It's enhanced my life in ways that I can't measure by
Yeah.
just the amount of pleasure I get from everybody. And if other people could boil down all the shit that they have going on into something that they can actually handle and communicate with people about and be honest about, then we would lose a whole ton of walls that we've built up between us and other people, and actually start looking at the world with fresher, more open eyes, and start solving the problems in the world.
Less
Because-
selfish eyes.
Less selfish eyes, thank you. Because I wasn't an activist before I started doing this. And while fucking other people doesn't necessarily make anybody into an activist,
It doesn't hurt.
it doesn't hurt that possibility, and it's meant that I can see a lot of the potential for people to do better in the world, a lot of the potential for people to be happier in the world, and the potential for us to help spread that. And so, if I had to say what is my personal mission with the Swingset, it's to help spread the possibility of people understanding each other better, and for them leading better lives in general. Whether that's through better communication and better relationships, or better fucking, or being introduced to kink, and better exploring where they want to go with that. Whatever it is, giving people a path to doing that is kind of my personal mission for doing this right now.
And I'd love to hear your personal mission. Oh, yes.
thank you for letting me get that out, Cooper.
No,
He gets a little response.
And especially from that perspective, I mean, as ambitious and awesome as that mission is, and I will support you in any way I can to always have you have that, it can be as simple as people coming to a place with a group of people that they feel comfortable being around and taking their top off for the very first time ever. Yeah. I mean, it can be that simple. That simple moment is that profound to that person.
Yeah.
And there are those moments happening all the time around us. And we all are allowing for that space of people having that moment of
I'll come back for that later.
okay.
Done.
Jen, are you going to be able to focus with tequila between your legs?
So this is the part where I go from profound to fucking A, I have a shot of tequila between my thighs. Yay me.
Well, okay, so
See,
I
I derail him in a very different fashion than he derails you.
would you like me to take care of your distraction? All right.
Oh, man.
Dylan and my thighs. I'll tell you what.
He is a fan.
Nicely done, sir. Nicely done. So, with all of that said, I will say thank you for that. And cheers to all the people who've had some sort of sexy first while they've been here. Whether it's taking your top off or some other thing, all manner of depravity and debauchery that, really we just talked about on the podcast.
First here?
Oh, first?
Yeah. All right.
Any kind of first.
Any kind of first.
So we have 9, 10 people holding their hands.
No, there's more than that.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8,
Dylan, your
10,
math is weird.
12, 14, 16, 18.
I looked this way and then
At
people
least
popped them more
50%.
hands,
I'm going to say 52% of the group.
yeah. Okay.
He's just going to round to the nearest whole number.
I'm a sexual rain man, just ask me. Sexual savant. What can I say?
Okay, sexual savant sounds really nice.
Better.
Sexual savant, yeah. This year for me has been the year that people told me that they're asking for what they want.
Yes?
That's new for so many people, asking
Right.
for what you want.
Right.
And because it's a vulnerable thing, putting yourself out there and saying, "Here's what I want," and it's okay if this is not what you want. That's okay.
Right.
And so hearing people say that they've been influenced and to ask for what they want here and are getting it, because you probably won't get it if you don't ask. You're just relying on someone coming up to you and asking for what you want, which could happen. The ratio is lower, I'd say.
Agreed.
So,
Agreed.
yes, asking for what you want, that's a big one. Jen, don't think you've gotten away with not talking about now what we know as double penetration.
Would you like a minute to do it? Because if you would, we can actually interrupt the podcast and take a very quick break.
A commercial break, Dylan?
commercial break.
Before we go to commercial break, I think what we should do is say that our amazing Desire trip sponsors, Tristan Taramino, the Lucky Bloke providing condoms, Uberlube providing a whole lot of excellent hot tub lube.
Yes, hot tub compatible.
I want to reinforce that if you are, I'm not saying have sex in the hot tub, but if you're going to have sex in the hot tub and come elsewhere, obviously, we are not, after all, savages.
Yes.
Uberlube gets the job.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
also, so I said Tristan.
Charlie
Charlie Glickman
Glickman.
sent a book. She Vibe sent a lot of gift cards. Tantus sent some amazing dildos, and we gave those away on night one. And I've heard nothing but people coming up to me and saying how much they have enjoyed their Tantus dildo experience.
Remember, we saved somebody's strap-on vacation.
We did.
We
Somebody
did.
brought the harness, but did not bring the. I forgot who it was. I apologize.
She's off using it right now. So it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Cock in hand.
Literally. So, also, we've had a lot of...
Thank you.
And our bird sponsor for
Right,
today.
right.
These are my bros.
We've also had a lot of swing setters bring awesome things for
Yes,
other swing setters.
yes.
And I'm not going to say names because I don't have that filter right now, but thank you all to all of those who brought wine and chocolates
Yes.
and
tattoos.
sexy
Tattoos, yes.
kinky things and tattoos.
Introvert and
Gifts
extrovert
from the Great White North too. We've had
Absolutely.
gifts from the Great
What
White
we
North.
have.
Chocolate. Hey,
White North.
to the Great White North. Hey.
So, with all
The
that
Canadian
said,
contingent is strong.
Also,
Contingent
I
is strong.
did.
Did you do your part, ambassador to Canada, to help improve Canadian and Mexican and U.S. relations?
Actually, I am in the unique position to improve all of the North American relations.
You are.
But no, I'm not sure I've done my part. So,
I have done my part.
I all of a sudden might have
Jen
to.
has done her part.
Yeah,
Dylan,
but-
get on it. We are ambassadors in a strange and foreign land,
so
and so are they. You like that?
Yes. That was well done.
So,
I want to say
anybody
while we're
else?
talking about gifts
Yes.
for a moment before we take our break.
okay.
Yes.
Um,
the most promised commercial
Yes.
break in Swingset history.
I know. When we're back here by
Yeah.
ourselves
Yeah.
afterwards, it's okay.
I know that I've told this story to most of you, but I'm telling it to our listeners that aren't here right now, so I apologize. But our friend Duncan, I think it's Duncan4242 on Twitter.
Is that correct,
Is it
Duncan?
Duncan4242?
willing to believe that.
Possibly Duncan4242 on Twitter.
If you look at the SS Desire hashtag, you will likely
Yes.
find him.
He is a rock
He
star
is
there.
his Twitter avatar is.
Duncan from the Sci-Fi Dude
Thank you.
series.
Yes, it's very obvious. So but he. What is his title? He is the.
There's
the math
way
guy.
too
He's
much
the math guy.
thinking right
Dude,
now.
This is
otherwise
good.
known
This is good
as,
No, he's
radio.
not a mentat.
No, he's not a Mentat. I'm sorry. Okay, I screwed that up. Anyway, he's not a Mentat, and neither is Duncan. Maybe, but Duncan gave me a Horgon, and we had a discussion not too long ago about a Star Trek Next Generation episode that involved a planet called Risa, which is basically a planet that is made out of desire. The whole planet's a resort planet, and many of
I
the
love everything about it.
I know. I'm like,
I want to go to that.
I want to go to there.
and
We're here.
many
We are
of the
here.
many of the employees there are also sex workers there, and so you have
That's
these-
unfortunately a difference between that desire and this desire.
I'm actually not sure it's unfortunate because I would rather come here and be with the people that are coming here and not be worried about being with
Crossing
people
anyone.
the people that are coming here are fabulous.
Yes, I mean,
So-
I could come here anytime and be with random people. Oh. Great White North.
A little bit of Great White North.
Oh, God.
Look what you did!
Derailing the podcast.
Poor girl can't even keep her clothes on.
No, so you don't need to say sorry at all. So, please.
She's so polite. You were telling a story.
Oh, it's gone.
I remember now. I could come to Desire at any time of the year, but
you could.
I could. And just like I can go to any club anytime I want, or show up at any hotel, take over anytime I want. But I am starting to prefer going with people that I'm at least a little familiar with. And the fact that I get to come with this group to Desire makes this worth it. So even though Risa sounds wonderful, I would rather take over Risa.
I'm saying we could take everybody there.
Yes, I know, absolutely. We can take everybody to Risa. But all I'm saying is that Risa.
I think what you were saying
Totem.
is you got a lovely gift.
Yeah, I got a lovely gift called a Horgon, which you're supposed to put on wherever you are. That says, "Hey, I'm interested in having Jamaharon or sex." And then one of the
Or
employees.
it's the same thing, right? It's
Jamaharon is sex.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes. And then you go and have sex with one of the sex workers of the planet. And it is it was like season 2 of Next Generation. But I've been wearing it
And have you put
almost the
that down
entire
on
vacation.
somebody's table and said that?
No, because if I did that, they would think it was from the Brady Bunch and think that I was cursing them. So,
I remember that
yeah,
episode.
I am not joking when I say the amount of people that have come up to me and said, "Is that a Horgon?" has been one. The amount of people.
Was it Duncan?
No, it was not Duncan. The amount of people that have come up to me.
Already.
Yeah, he knew. The amount of people that have come up to me and asked, "Is that from the Brady Bunch?"
I've been waiting
I
for the
lost count.
tarantula to crawl out of my bag.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. See, all of the over 40
Yeah,
folks
exactly.
are like,
No, I get it.
It's a very Brady
I'm sorry,
swing set.
guys.
It's a very Brady swing set. Maybe that'll be swing set 2017. It takes.
A very Brady swing set.
But over 20
You
people.
gotta check out my new pad, man.
I know,
Over
right?
20 people have thought that it was a Brady Bunch thing. So
All right.
on that note, I'm going to take us to fake commercial.
Fake commercial.
And after the fake commercial, we are going to come back and.
Can this commercial be brought to me by water?
Oh, no, not just water. Iced water. Water that has been cooled by ice. So,
All right.
see you in a couple minutes, Swing Set fans.
Yes.
Hey all,
Cooper here to tell you the exciting news that my best-selling book, My Life on the Swing Set, Adventures in Swinging and Polyamory, is now available on Audible. As you may know, if you sign up for Audible now, you can get your first month and first audiobook free. So why not make it mine? Go to audible.mylotss.com and get 8 hours of newly produced audio content now. If you crave other methods of book consumption, you can purchase the DRM-free ebook or paperback, as well as the audiobook direct from me at mylifeontheswingset.com. You know you'd rather hear than read about my epic prostate orgasm. Why not do it now? When it comes to online dating, we here at the Swingset believe that Cassidy is the best one out there. It looks great, it's intuitive and easy to use, and it's simply full of potential sexy friends. Still the fastest growing online swinger dating site in the world, Cassidy has been our go-to site for the last 3 years. If you sign up using our link at lifeontheswingset.com/KASIDIE, you'll get some free time to explore the site. And you can decide for yourself if Cassidy is the site for you. Hope to see you there at Cassidy.com.
We had a Gallagher moment at a couple years ago at a hotel in LA. We were all in the front row watching somebody use a very large dildo on herself, and she warned everybody ahead of time that she was a squirter. And so we had laid towels out to kind of show what the splash zone was. And there were a certain percentage of people that are still getting closer and closer, and then they kept creeping up. It's just like, oh my gosh, she's using this huge fucking dildo on herself. And then I'm looking at her
Vulva?
her bubble. Looking at her bubble. I wanted to find a sexy way to say it. It's like
Close.
her butt. No, I don't fucking know. Her butthole, and it was puckering a little bit. I'm like, oh, I know what's happening. And so I kind of whispered slowly, she's about to come. And they're like, yeah, we know. I'm like, okay. And so, so I backed up a couple steps, and then a couple minutes passed, and then all of a sudden just all over everybody. And then we made the whole like, yeah, I forgot my garbage bag. It was terrible. And it was, yeah. But at that point, they were, as we were discussing yesterday, they were part of the scene at that point. So, yeah.
We at the Swingset believe that being risk-aware and practicing safer sex makes our lifestyle exponentially better. With that in mind, we're partnering with Lucky Bloke, global condom experts and the best online source for condoms and lube, to say no to mediocre condoms and bring the most pleasurable, safer sex directly to our listeners. Go to swingsetcondoms.com to see a specially curated selection of condoms, lubes, and assortments to reintroduce variety and excitement into the protection portion of your playtime. You should especially take note of the deluxe sampler put together by us at the Swingset for your party and date night kit. Making your condom purchase here supports both us at the Swingset and the wonderful purveyors of safer sex, Lucky Bloke. swingsetcondoms.com.
It's Prof. I'm here with Ginger, and we have some big news to share, Ginger.
We do. We're going to Desire. Again.
Yes, we are. April 2016. From the 16th through the 21st, we are going to do a 5-day bit of awesomeness.
Absolutely. It's a hold me over. If you can't make it in November, we'd love to host you in April with JV and Shara from Ending the Sexual Dark Age.
And we are going to have a chill time. Not quite as many activities as our normal November trip, but still lots of awesome Desire fun for sure. So, Ginger, how do people get on this awesome trip with us?
They should definitely email me at ginger@lifeontheswingset.com, and we'll get you in touch with Jim from Shar Travel. We'd love to see you there. Join us.
Yay! Do it.
We should come back from commercial.
We're back.
Welcome back from commercial.
Welcome back to Live on the Swingset, the podcast. Well, we're live here in Desire. By the way, my maybe not insinuation or request, but my hope that our listeners will get more naked as a podcast.
He is. He's making sweet love to his motherfucking hot.
I forgot I'm making sweet love to the shot glass, but what I'm trying to say is
give more.
Our listeners are coming
help.
through for me. I'm getting what I want right now because I'm looking around at a lot of people that I'm very attracted to right now, and yeah, it's good. So you talk. I need someone else to talk.
No, I'm curious to see how long you'll go. It's been interesting. Okay.
All right, so I've mentioned that I've kind of accidentally become a relationship counselor for a bunch of monogamous couples around me, and their extended network. I apparently give pretty good advice, and so I've also been asked in the vanilla world. So I'm not out in some places in the vanilla world. I've been asked why have I given such good advice? And I don't remember. Yeah, I think I remember who I said it to, but because I just looked at them right now and they're also half naked, so I'm going to look somewhere else. But I said that it's because you're practicing junior varsity relationships and I'm practicing varsity relationships, and that was my way of coming out to them and mentioning that I'll have multiple relationships, that I have multiple partners, things like that, because I felt comfortable enough with that person to say that. But I found those words a few weeks ago, and I'd like to think that maybe we are practicing varsity level athletics and relationships.
Well, it's funny you say that because I did use that phrasing, JV and varsity, not this JV, different JV.
That JV is varsity.
That JV is still varsity. So
Hail to the king, JV.
I know, right?
Hail to the king.
So in the sex swing, there were moves where I'm like, you do this, and it's not a judgment. It's just about practice. And one of the things, this is a different podcast, but just mentioning. So Prof and I are in a place where we're in a new relationship, and we've been pointing fingers at all the poly folk around. Pointing at all the poly
What's
folk.
wrong? What's going on?
I'm not sure.
I'm getting a weird look from a fan right now.
I know.
don't know what I did.
I know. I've got sexy
Mark,
eyes.
stop hitting on the staff behind us.
So, moral of the story is, we're definitely in a place here for the first time where we've not been in this particular place.
I know you're missing her.
I am.
You're missing her. It's adorable.
So I'm smitten. And Prof is smitten.
So smitten.
Since you've been gone.
So with that said, that's just a different dynamic too. So I think about people swing setters who come with a partner, who have partners who are working, taking care of children, whatever that is, or use this opportunity to come with a partner they don't get to see very often.
Oh yeah.
That you're like, this is your opportunity. You don't get the chance to see each other in person, because the beauty of being this kind of community is we're international. We're worldwide. And so you have these connections.
We are spread worldwide.
We are. And so there can be challenges to having that.
I broke Dylan.
What is it?
Spread worldwide. It did. Look at it. Look what it did. He's rubbing his face on the inside of his sweaty t-shirt.
I don't want to interrupt you.
I spread worldwide when I'm in the sex room.
I know. I've seen it. It's a wonder to behold. It is probably the ninth wonder of the world, Jim.
So good to
What happened?
So sad.
Was it a spit take?
So
no.
I will finish that by saying a lot of people take this opportunity to connect with people they don't see often.
Yes.
And because this is our 4th year, so that's a really fantastic thing. Did you just get cut off by the fans?
No. I wanted to put the bottle down because I didn't want to spill it, and then it was sliding around. Yeah.
Just give it to Ginger. She knows how to handle it.
I know how to take care of these bottles. Okay, so
I'm just going to make sure it's situated properly.
No, Cooper, that's not how you do it. You do it like this. You just gotta grind it into its place.
Hey! We can have different methods, Dylan.
That's right, quantity and quality. I forgot.
No one can hear you.
I don't know, Dylan. I could ask a number of people here today whether they thought.
All right, before this becomes an orgasm.
I'm not comparing my. Yeah, I'm not comparing. Sorry.
So, kiss and tell favorite stories.
No, you are going first.
I already did. I just
I did not hear about double penetration, which is what you teased before our commercial break, Jen. You shouldn't have said anything if you didn't want to share.
All right, are you ready for the story?
Are you
ready for the story?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, are you ready?
Wait, will you tell me about how you were double penetrated?
Yes.
Thank you.
I was double penetrated.
Yes, but say it loud enough so the recorder.
I was double
Don't just tell
penetrated.
Dylan. Tell
I was
everybody.
double penetrated.
Yeah. And how did that make you feel?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how it happened?
Tell me more about that,
Yes.
Jim.
How did it start? How did it
It
start?
started in a good way, and then I was double penetrated. Okay, I guess
all right.
She's sexy.
She's doing the fan thing. It's adorable.
It
Dylan.
was awesome and amazing, and thank you.
Dylan, kiss and tell.
I'll tell that story another time, where the names will be changed to protect the guilty.
Okay.
Okay.
So I had something very close to an apple strudel moment.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
To our listeners who don't know, the Apple Shooter moment is from year one of Swingset Takes Desire, where we're at dinner, the Swingsetter host, and Dylan picks up a mouthful of apple strudel in what was then the White Restaurant,
And
takes a
he's
bite, and just starts crying.
No, he said, "This is stupid."
This is stupid.
This is
This is
stupid.
stupid. So good.
Because it was so overwhelming.
Overwhelmingly
I'll paraphrase.
amazing, yeah.
overwhelming to be here with everyone here.
I did.
Yes.
So I had just spent a significant amount of time just kind of chatting and kissing and being, face to face with somebody for some indeterminate amount of time in the hot tub. And I walked out for a moment, came back, started that again, but I was approached by somebody, and I'm looking up so I don't have to look at those people because I don't want to, break down / call them out. And I recall memory if I look.
I'll hold this.
Dylan, apparently you have a drinking problem.
Yes, he doesn't know how to
Will you
drink
get this
very
part
well.
for me?
This is all really.
I'm
salty,
sure it's
too.
extra salty. Just
Yeah.
the tequila.
I love the ocean for this reason.
Don't fall backwards.
I won't fall back. No. There's balance is all good.
All right.
All right.
All right.
So go on.
Oh wow, that was good. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm pretty good. So I taste good.
Go on,
Spent a
Dylan.
lot of time with somebody really, really cool. And I got back in the hot tub, and I had put out on our little chat tool, "Hey, my neck's been hurting a bit. Would anybody be willing to give me a massage, a neck massage?" I also reciprocate. And so after I'd already gotten an adjustment from, let's say, a staff chiropractor.
I love that.
Let's say.
Yes,
Let's
let's say that happened, and then
Okay.
somebody came in front of me and said, "I would like to give you a massage," and so I said, "Yes, please do so. I'll take this back. It'll be safe with me now."
Okay.
And
I trust you.
Yeah. So I said, "Yes, please." And after a couple of minutes of her giving me a neck and a shoulder massage, she said, "Wait, let me bring you over here to complete the circle." And she brought me over to a few people kind of touching each other, making out already in progress. And I was on my knees because I kind of like being on my knees in the hot tub. And that's not necessarily I like doing stuff on me. I just like being submerged.
That is eye level with a lot of boobs.
Yes, it is. But,
It is.
But it's also
And right there with the cock. So I don't know, it may be a little trade-off for you.
No, I'm not concerned with all the cocks around me. Like, if I have not gotten dick slapped by a clock.
One more shot. Shot.
I have not.
Everybody.
I don't think that was the. Okay.
Oh.
All right. I'll hold that.
Dylan, you're telling a story.
I have not been cock slapped yet on accident, which is not a big deal.
Oh, totally. Several, 5 to 10.
But the ones that have been on purpose have been awesome. Ben, where's the bill?
Two Dylans on purpose cock slap. # on purpose cock slap. Purposeful cock slap. Mindful cock slap.
I have not been cock slapped yet. I'm not saying it will happen. If it does happen, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
Okay. So
He's
now
in
that
the
I've-
hot tub. He's on his knees with a lovely,
Yeah.
lovely.
hot top knees. I got brought over to a few people, and all of a sudden, I'm in a circle with some people, and then those people kind of start advancing on me, and I advance for them, and then I get pushed ever so slightly forward, and I end up with somebody's nipple in my mouth.
Oh yeah. Oops.
Yeah, and it was apparently the correct nipple. I had no idea of knowing whether it was the correct nipple or not. I don't know the story behind that. But the pronouncement was this was the correct nipple. And then the ladies in front and above and behind me start making out. And then the lady next to me starts kind of joining in and making out. And we're all just kind of sandwiched together making out while I'm getting a neck massage, which is feeling great. And I have my hands around all three of them. And there's a very, very good-looking gentleman standing in like position 4 of the square. That's
Here comes the purposeful cock slap.
And he's just kind of guiding the whole thing. He has like a reassuring hand on somebody's shoulder, on one of their shoulders, and it's just all happening at the same time. And I'm sitting there going, I just made out with somebody and chatted with somebody and had really good connection and conversation with somebody, and making out for 20 minutes. And then I end up between 3 women that are all making out with each other, and I have a nipple in my mouth, and I have my hands around them, and I'm just caressing everything. And it felt really good. And I had a drink in my hand. And apparently the drink started to fall slowly in the water. And so somebody rescued that drink and put it on the table.
Unlike today where we just laugh at you.
Yes. And so I come back from all that after some amount of time, and I just like I'm still getting a neck massage and a back massage, and I just say kind of like I'm out there, and hey, I had a drink at some point, and it's up there, and I don't know how it got there, and then everything starts coming back, but that was tear-worthy.
That's your big moment?
That was tear-worthy. That was like just the Tim and Eric graphic of the guy going with the fireworks around his head.
Yes.
It was that. I've had a lot of really good moments, but that singular 40-minute or so stretch, let's say, was crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
And wonderful. And it happened last night.
Last night?
Assuming that my perception of time is still valid.
Well,
I don't fucking know.
It may not be. It may not. It's okay.
Yeah.
So I've had wonderful opportunities here to reconnect with some people that mean a lot to me, which is very nice, and to connect really amazingly with my wife, who it was our anniversary yesterday, our hot tub-versary.
Did you take his name in the marriage? I forget.
No.
Are you Ophelia Beckett or are you Ophelia Tesla Beckett?
She's Ophelia
or...
Tesla. We may be the Tesla Becketts, which is awesome.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
It does sound pretty
The Beckett Tesla sounds stupid. Don't be the Beckett Tesla.
You changed what? Twitter. Oh, we're Twitter official. Oh, hey, that's moving up in the world.
Are you
right
Ophelia Tesla - Beckett?
I think I just did Ophelia T. Beckett.
Ophelia T. Beckett.
Like
that's not bad either.
Cooper S. Beckett. Cooper's Beckett.
You could be Cooper S. Tesla. Or Cooper's Tesla. You could have a Tesla at some point and have a Cooper's Tesla. And then you could tweet as the car, because they're basically sentient as it is. And they can communicate with each other and the internet, so you might as well get a Tesla, have a sentient car, get Cooper's Tesla, and then we're good.
Honestly, Dylan, if I could afford to do any of those things, I don't think we're going to have a Tesla sponsor, unfortunately, for the podcast.
So this would be a good time to mention, if you want to support the podcast, you can support us at likeontheswingset.com/tip.
Wait, are you wrapping things up?
No, I'm not.
I want to say that what has been really amazing is being able to reconnect with people that I've been communicating with for a long time, as well as being able to meet those new people, because this is one of those places where I don't see people really much other than here, and that's an amazing thing. The flash in the pan reconnection. But it's nice to be listened to.
It was quick.
Flash in the pan connection.
That's how we met.
Yeah.
What?
That's how
Absinthe.
Yeah. Absinthe. Okay, so for those playing.
No, I'm going to finish my.
Yeah, I wasn't interrupting you. Go on. You interrupted yourself.
We had to do that.
That's
we
right.
had to do. Okay, that's fair.
Full circle.
I will say, I had the swinger first world problems early this week where I had too much sex.
Yeah.
Oh.
Raise your hand.
And then wound up chafing.
Oh.
So I had to throw the flag down. It's like, okay, taking the penis out of commission for today.
Okay.
For the rest of the day.
May I offer something that I'm not giving you a pro tip. You don't need a pro tip.
No, you know what the pro tip is? Actually use the lube you know you should be fucking using.
Right. I want to mention really, really quickly because we called out Uber Lube specifically already. So I play sports and I use Uber Lube for sports lubricant because chafed thighs suck. And we've had a lot of people walking around here naked a lot, and chafed thighs suck. So I made a very conscious effort to apply in the morning Uber Lube everywhere I may not want to be chafed. And so far, I have
Uber
not
Lube
been...
is everywhere you want to be.
Uber Lube, yes, Uber Lube has been everywhere I've wanted to be.
Thank you, Uber Lube.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Uber Lube. That's all.
So you go back to your awesomeness.
Oh yeah. So the I would say the most and this is hard. You know the a new thing. How about that? The new experience was I got a triple hand job from 3 lovely ladies all stroking me at the same time. That's how that works, Jim.
Okay, thank you.
Three people.
I would like to do that. At
You would
some
like
point.
to? Well, you can do that at any point, Jim. You just come over and start stroking me, and then we'll wave some people in.
All right.
And then it'll be
Done.
good. Okay, awesome. Okay,
Go
great.
on. You were getting a triple hand job.
I was getting. I mean, I was getting a triple hand job.
And it was
awesome.
It was a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Go on.
The nice thing about all this stuff is that normally this would be an explanabrag, but I can look at normally this would be explanabrag, but I can look at multiple people in this room.
Couple of guys are
room
like,
question mark, and everybody has done stuff at least as spectacular, if not more, in the last several.
Why are you degrading my spectacular?
It is spectacular.
Everybody here has probably done better things than Cooper.
No. That was not. What I'm saying is, you are not bragging about it because everybody has
No,
had...
we are sharing.
Yes, yes.
It is now part of our cultural heritage.
I like to troll you, but I'm not trolling you right now. I know. The way I show affection to him most is by not trolling him.
But I'm still defensive.
I know!
Whether you're trolling or not, I'm defensive until you're like, no,
Cooper,
this is real.
I love you. It's okay.
My gift is being decent to you.
No, we just lost half our listeners.
Oh.
They tune in for the throwdown.
Back to the
Clarification,
triple
I think
hand
the
job.
explainer brag, I believe the explainer brag was saying that your dick was big enough for 3 women to be grabbing it at the same time.
Yeah! With the assist from JV. All right.
Well said, JV.
That'd be JV.
I'm not going to confirm or deny it. I'm just going to let everybody think about my dick and how big it must be. I mean, it would have to be. Right. Just logistics sake, it would have to be.
Well, not necessarily, because listen...
Fuck off!
There's a little bit of...
Fuck off! No! Troll! Oh, it's all over his face! Oh my god! Dylan just coughed. Oh my god!
We now have confirmation he spits and doesn't swallow.
Yeah. Dylan just spit to his tequila. He took it like a champ, and then he just let it run all over his face. Also like a champ.
All right. So
let him regroup. Tell us all about your triple hand job.
Hold on. There's been commentary about, like, do swingers always have to drink alcohol? The answer is no.
But Dylan, yes.
No. I almost never drink alcohol, and when I do, it's only a drink. And even throughout this trip...
But when you podcast, it's 6 or 7 shots.
When I podcast in Desire, I might have taken 6 or 7 shots of Don Julio. So I'm not apologizing for them. I'm just saying it doesn't have to happen all the time. So I was saying I wanted to illustrate what a 3-handed hand job might look like with a cock about as big as this double shot glass.
You know, we have a cock. I mean,
But
seriously.
I think you're about that big, though.
But if you were going to fucking demonstrate my 3, no, I draw the line of demonstrating my 3-handed hand
But
job
it was a deep moment, so I'm gonna overrule. Go to the sexy part of this before, like, what is it? Naked male insecurity leaves me cold. If you've ever watched The Cutting Edge, I know it's a bad 80s movie, but you know.
The ice skating movie?
Yeah.
Wait, that was another movie?
Yeah, it was.
Also,
and
topic.
Topic, and don't judge me because I've masturbated to both of them.
Oh. Well, you know, she's topless in Twin Peaks Fire.
I'm just curious how. I wouldn't judge you.
Ice skate.
We'll talk more about it later.
You don't want to masturbate. You don't want to masturbate with an ice
with the
skate.
guard on.
You don't want to masturbate with the guard on an ice
You
skate.
were telling a story.
Because if that thing comes off, it's all over.
I know you're good, but you were also telling a story.
You'll have a split cock real fast.
Well, I'm not doing it. I was saying she's doing it.
I'm sorry, a bifurcated cock? Is that?
No. Just
Back the fuck up, Dylan.
Are we back to the twerking thing that we were talking about?
Yes,
Did
Dylan.
you have anything, though, that you wanted to
Wait,
share?
you had a
You seem to have-
three-handed hand job.
I
And
did.
it was a
Tell us
profound
about it.
moment.
Tell me
You were
about
saying
that.
it was kind of a deep thing, so I didn't want you to feel like you had missed out on the sharing.
Deep thoughts with Cooper's back.
It was it's you know, when you've been doing this a long time, it's hard to find new and unique things, especially with people that you really care about, and to be able to share that off with my lovely lady is amazing. And it's I mean, you can feel so close to people, so it amps up everything when you really start exposing your inner feelings to people and inner desires to people. It can really bring you so much closer so quickly.
Yes.
And that can be intense, and but it can also be wonderful.
Sure.
And that's one of the things that I've always felt most strongly about with this lifestyle is I would rather spend time with people in this non-monogamy lifestyle because they are so much more open and willing to talk about anything than the vanilla world. And I don't want to go to there.
Well, and exactly.
I know we have to.
And no one here is sleepwalking.
No.
Serious living awake.
Yes, it's
Wide
wide awake
awake.
living. Yes.
Yes.
Eyes wide open.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Did you have any sexy things or deep things you wanted to share before we wrap up this awesomeness?
Besides filleting a shot glass.
I've been really turned on by everything he's done to the shot glass.
Yeah.
Including
He's
putting
gonna
it
wipe off his face for you.
Actually, I still have some tequila dripping down my beard.
Well, you can take it internally, Jeff.
Whoa.
Wow. I'll tell you what. So, quick sexy story.
Yes.
We've been doing this for a long time.
We have.
It's a long time. We're in a long-term relationship on this podcast.
5.5 years.
5.5
We've been together.
years.
5.5 years.
I mean, come on, that is a long time. So deep moments can look very fun and party-esque, but Dylan and I shared a kiss 5.5 years ago over some absinthe. So we did a little recreation there, just for us, really.
That's what that was. We weren't interrupting you. We were actually we were illustrating what we were talking
so
about.
Jen, I should put some garlic bread in the oven and throw you up on the countertop so we can create something.
Absolutely. And I will interrupt you regularly. So
I saw a couple of
set me on
squinches from the
fire.
crowd there, by the way. That
Yeah,
was-
yeah.
I saw some squinches of from the crowd when they were mentioning.
No, I was
There was
making
garlic
garlic
bread
bread,
in the oven.
and we were checking on it, and then got distracted in the kitchen.
We did.
We did.
We
it
did.
was lovely.
It was lovely. 5.5 years ago.
I know.
And here we are.
And Prof didn't think it should happen.
Prof just didn't want me set on fire, really.
No,
He's a
Prof,
kinky guy,
Prof did the power play move of saying, "Would you want Mulder and Scully to fuck?"
That's
and
right.
I argued, yes, everybody did.
And now the X-Files are coming
And now
out.
the X-Files are coming
And
back.
maybe it'll happen.
Well, it's already happened. They were in a long-term relationship. They're not anymore.
Wait, what?
Have you not seen all of the X-Files, including the 2 films?
Yeah, I have.
They're in a relationship in the second movie.
It's a geek throwdown.
I did see the second movie, the one that felt like a really long television show, where
did.
they're in the cabin in the woods. Stuff like. Wait, it's been a while.
No, they're in the snow and they're in a relationship at some point.
This is
My
a
bad.
perfect
My
time
bad.
for you guys to take that conversation elsewhere. For us to wrap
Are you
up.
kicking us out of the
Actually,
podcast?
Kicking you out of the podcast.
The nice thing is when we're podcasting alone, we can't tell when we're just spouting bullshit that you wish we would stop talking about.
We can tell.
But yeah, by the look on everybody's faces here, it's about time that we ended this. So, you can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/theswingset.
Are we tagging in?
We're tagging out.
Follow us on Twitter at Cooper X Beckett.
Cooper X Beckett?
Cooper S. Beckett X. Cooper Beckett.
But if you had
Cooper S. Beckett, Cooper X Beckett is not me.
Did you get it?
Well, yes, but I'm trying to cut down on my Twitter handles. I have like 50 of them. And I don't use most of them.
Okay.
We are Ginger N, the prof.
And I am Dylan the Tux.
You can email us at contact@lifeontheswingset.com. You can give us a call, leave us a voicemail, send us a text at 573-55-SWING.
That's 573-557-9464.
Yeah! You can join us as we take over Desire Resort and Spa November 5th through 12th of 2016. LifeOnTheSwingset.com/desire for information. You can book now, and since we are a takeover, you get to choose your room.
You know what? So this is Life on the Swingset takes Desire, but can we append something? Because much like we appended to 2015.
Well, this was. There are no roads. There are no.
We don't need
we don't need clothes.
we don't need clothes.
That was 2015.
Yeah.
Can we make 2016 choose your own adventure?
I would be into that.
I like that.
All right. Life on the Swingset takes Desire 2016.
No, takes over Desire.
Takes over Desire.
over
Sorry.
Desire.
Life on the Swingset takes over
Choose
Desire
your own
2016.
adventure.
Choose your own adventure.
Yes.
Oh God, I thought you were falling.
And I just want to throw out a little taste because our lovely friends, Damien and Angelica, are going to take. I think they deserve more than that. They have been with us since the beginning, and they have said to us that they want to take over planning our theme nights.
We are in exceptional hands.
And I mean, I'll tell you, these are not official yet, but what I have been told is we are going to have a cross-play night. We are going to have an alternate history timeline. So we're going to have space night. We're going to have movie and television nights. We are going to have all the amazing things by these two brilliant, geeky, beautiful, sexy, wonderful people. So I feel we are in excellent hands.
And I will say, we don't have room for everyone bring one. We've had that. That's what I started our first trip. I said, everyone bring
we don't have room.
We don't have room. But those who are ready to rock and roll will bring one, and then we'll do the best we can.
I mean, really, we have 111 rooms. And we booked 81 this year, and we sold out in May, Jim? Yeah. So, really, you know, it's not a sales tactic. You want to be here, pony up, get here.
We want you to be here.
And speaking of that, really quick, we accidentally danced around the well-coiffed looking man in the room. But Jim of Shar Travel is here with us.
Yeah, Jim.
And as much as you can go to lifeontheswingset.com/desire to find out all about this, Jim has made this happen for us. And I thank you, Jim.
Thank you guys.
This has been so smooth and so wonderful. Thank you.
You know, as Shar Travel, we just want you to have the best experience ever. And I will tell you, even the staff here has been talking to me about how awesome this group is.
Yeah.
You all make it that.
You guys
We brought you, we led you, but you make it amazing. That's the key.
Yes.
Life attracts life.
There you go.
Life attracts life.
I like you.
More Canadian wisdom.
I like it. So yes, lifeontheswingset.com/desire.
I'm lost in the middle of it. We have our Swingset app.
We do have the Swingset app. You can find it lifeontheswingset.com/app. It is currently on. Yes.
Okay.
Lifeontheswingset.com/app. It is an Android app. It has all of our podcasts. There is a chance that we're adding another podcast. I don't know. Is that confirmed? Are we doing?
Can we announce that?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. We are going to add Ending the Sexual Dark Age to the lifeontheswingset.com website. So, if you want to download and listen to Ending the Sexual Dark Age,
Which
can do it on the
should,
app.
because it's
Which you
amazing.
Which you absolutely should. It is amazing. Please do it there. They've been doing this work longer than we have.
They have.
Yeah.
I still remember the first episode, JB, listening to you basically read your manifesto.
And it was indeed a manifesto.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Yes. So, yeah, you can find our Android app at
And our Swingset.fm, our other great podcasts, the Gentle Pervert Social Club, the Kinky Geeks, Eat the Rootcast, Damn Good Podcast, Sex Ed a Go-Go, Tell Me Something Good,
Intellectual
Foreplay.
Where's Prof? There we go. Intellectual Foreplay.
With Gin and Prof.
Yep.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I hit them all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got 'em all.
Fuck yeah.
I know.
And ending the sexual dark age.
And ending the sexual dark age. Motherfucker.
I'm not sure you've ever said that like that.
It was so good. I'm so turned on. It was so good.
That works for Ginger. My
For Ginger?
Ginger.
Your original gangster right now. He's OG. He's OG.
OG from the OC.
Fucking white people. Anyway. You can support us at likeontheswingset.com/support. We actually have this thing called merchandise where you can buy merch. Where you can buy a duvet cover to fuck on, so you can fuck on top of us.
You could fuck on top of us.
From home.
Yeah,
From home.
Not just in person, because you can do
can
that
get shirts, you can get tights, you can get that tank right there.
Yeah, which is
that,
being displayed off the body, which is my favorite.
You can actually get a tank top to carry around with you. I mean, it's really good stuff.
It's
I won't say.
no, it's like a bullfighter where you go ole, ole, and then
I won't say who, but somebody in this area sent us a picture in a tank top with no bottom.
Yeah.
She's in this area.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And we all enjoyed it thoroughly. And now some people are also thinking about sending us a picture of their tank top with no bottom. And you can wear the penis too if you like in that picture. Now,
so She Vibe, who is who made this art for us.
The Swingset Adventure art.
This is the Swingset Adventure art.
Yes, that's the Choose Your Own Adventure art.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, Swingset Choose Your Own Adventure with this art. Oh my god, I want this. I did not know this existed until I saw Ginger with it. So you can have really.
I'm not paying attention.
It's okay. It's okay. He misses.
It's not that I'm not a detail guy.
It's not that you don't know. You just don't care.
It's that I'm editing the podcast so you sound like slightly less of a jackass. Just slightly though. I want to leave as much of the whole jackass in. I don't want to cut it out. I want to leave the whole jackass in.
You enjoy this moment.
Yes.
Enjoy it.
So you can find stuff to buy that has our faces and the adventure on it at lifeontheswingset.com/support. Also,
this is new.
We have this thing called a Patreon, and you can find it at lifeontheswingset.com/tip. And what it allows you to do is reward us for the work that we're doing.
For excellence.
No, really.
For excellence in podcast.
Not really. It's okay.
Where else will you find great shows like Intellectual Foreplay and the Gentle nowhere else, no other network. And we need help from listeners like you.
He went NPR. It's okay. It's okay. We're back to you.
No, okay, no.
And it's $50. But yes.
Well, yes.
But yes.
Okay, here's what it does. Okay, Patreon is a subscription service, and you can choose to subscribe for a certain amount per month, as little as $1, or a certain amount per episode, as little as $1. And what it does is it directly supports us for the amount of work that we do. And so, if we put out a podcast, or a podcast a month, we get that amount that you have donated to us per month. And so it may be a little bit from you, but it means a lot to us because we have been doing this as a literal labor of love and lust for 5.5 years.
And I do want to say thank you to our first Patreon tipper, Krista.
Krista Ann was on a podcast with us when we announced that we were actually doing this Patreon thing, and she tipped us immediately. And
while she was still podcasting,
yes,
it was like ding.
And we have been rewarded. We now have a total of $2 in our Patreon.
$2. I won my $2.
But things that we want to do with that money, okay?
Yes.
Let's not spend it all in one place.
No, really. We attend conferences. We've spoken at conferences, okay? I can guarantee that we will not use that money to go to Desire anymore because this is a self-sustaining thing. So we're boxing this up. You are not supporting our pleasure. You are supporting
You are
our
not
ability.
paying for our sex on the beach anymore.
No. This is a very specific thing, okay? We want to go to conferences. We want to speak at conferences. We want to interview people at conferences. And we've been doing that for 3 years now. And we want to do more of it. And it'll make it more possible for us to do it because we have tapped out of conferences recently because of life stress, because of financial stress, because of all this stuff.
We need economic sustainability.
So very literally, you supporting us via our Patreon at lifeofthespaceset.com/tip will help us do more of that, and we'd very much like to do that.
And that's incredible. That part's incredible. The other part you're supporting is these two. I just show up and talk. I don't know what happens after that. But I got to tell you guys, what you're listening to, thank you. What you're listening to, these guys create some amazing creations, products, art, all of that. I think of what you do as art. So, and it takes time. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
And Shara had something to throw out there?
I just want to know if you get enough, would you guys be able to throw your own conference?
Yeah. Okay, so it has been suggested that Life on the Swing Set create and throw a conference. Now, I understand that's a thing. Now, I also know enough to know several people that throw conferences, and I know how much work's involved. And I know that it is a very, very either a full-time job or a team job. Okay, and so I'll admit right now, none of us can make it our full-time job, and none of us have the team. None of us have the team to do it.
I will say, Dylan.
Yes.
I had a conversation just last week about a Midwestern con with several very interested, very respected bloggers, artists, podcasters who are very interested in forming a board of directors and actually getting a legitimate con off the ground.
Okay.
So, we do not have time to create Life on the Swing Set, the conference.
Yet.
No.
Theoretically.
No. I am. Cooper Beckett is opting out.
Okay, all right. That's cool. You can opt out.
I will attend. I will speak.
There is a pipe dream in the future where we have 100,000 listeners donating $1 an episode.
Unfortunately, that doesn't create extra time.
Yeah, it does. You know why? Because then this becomes my work.
Yeah.
Because then everything I do goes into this, and I will admit, my goal is to make this my life's work, and I don't mean this by going to Desire and being around sexy people.
My goal is to make
That's my life goal.
That's Ginger's life's work.
my life goal.
That's Ginger's life work. That's Cooper's life work.
Aim higher, Dylan.
Yeah. No, I am. My life's work is to make this kind of spreading the message, this kind of opening of doors, opening of perception. I want to make this my life's work. So I want to take steps to make it happen. And so when I did not know that you had a conversation with people about this happening. And I know this is one of the things that would help make that happen on a regular basis. And I like to think that I have maybe not the loudest voice on the swing set, but the most
boisterous, jolly, gregarious.
You know, maybe, but I was going to say the most able to understand multiple people's point of views and speak to multiple people on their level as much as possible. Because I will go to wherever people live and talk to them on their level.
You're right.
And do it in multiple
You're
ways.
right.
So I can
right.
spread the message out of the 3/4/5 of us the most effectively. And actually, let me take a minute, real quick. So
This is the longest outro interrupted ever.
And he interrupted himself.
In the middle of another
It was
point.
outro, interruption, masturbation.
It's probably not even top 10.
That's true. I'm creating a clip show where it's all interruptions.
It's just all outros.
Yeah.
The whole show is outro.
Yes. So I literally want to pour out a little bit for my homies that aren't here, and so Miko and Ronan, Technogeisha, we're going to join us here at Desire. They are not here. Okay. And unfortunately they weren't here, but because of that we were able to bring Kendra Holliday with us.
Yes.
And
it has been a delight seeing you, Kendra, suck the marrow from the bones of this resort. You are a rock star.
Yes. So, thank you for joining us. But the reason I mention them in particular is because I love them very much.
Yeah.
We love them very
We
much.
love them very much.
And we have kind of accidentally built a Swingset family that are very close knit. I mean, right now we've added Katie Mack to the podcast.
Yes.
She is our fourth.
She is our fourth.
She is our fourth. And we have every intention of bringing her with next year when we come and do this. And we have had, over the years, a number of Swingset people we consider family, doing this. And so even though it is just us three here, and I'm saying like us three here, I actually mean more than just us three. I mean Miko, I mean Katie, I mean, and I meant in the past Shira. And we have all these people that have been a big part of making this happen. And so I didn't want to go too far into, hey, here are all the cool things we're doing in the future without acknowledging the people that are either doing it with us now that aren't here or that have helped us in the past make it here.
Absolutely. And I want to say that one thing that has come up for me a bunch this week is one of the people we approached when we found out that Miko and Ronan couldn't make it is the amazing educator Megan Andiu, who is going through a very tough time at the moment. And I have thought of her every day on this trip. And if you don't know who Megan Andiu is, you would do yourself a service to find out who Megan Andiu is. She's an amazing sex educator and speaker and just all-around wonderful person. Yes. So I will raise the bottle of tequila. I will stroke it a little bit around the edge.
Thank you.
Right there.
For me.
We will tell them what they want to hear.
Well, the thing that you are desperate to hear, because we have like often we do,
abused your attention.
Gone on far too long and used far too little lube. Well, I'm gonna say thank you, and then we'll pass the tequila. We'll say that's the tequila.
I will follow your.
So, thank you all for being here, and thank you for swinging by. We're going to do a nip, a belt off the tequila here.
Oh wow, nice. Thank you for swinging by.
You had a little accent there.
I did.
And you just threw one on.
Thank you for joining us, and thank you for swinging by.
Cheers.
I was like,
Have a sexy business? Love the Swingset? Let's put these two great things together. The Swingset Network has advertising and sponsorship packages available for our websites and podcasts. Email advertising at lifeontheswingset.com for more information. Thanks.
all right.
I should do. I
We just had a discussion about which of the Brady Bunch ladies would be funny.
Oh.
Which of the children? I think it's Alice. I think you'd be totally fucking Alice, bro.
Alice?
Are you calling me out for
we're not
wearing an
moving on
Alice
from that.
uniform before? Are you calling me out? I can't.
You wore an Alice uniform before?
Would you fuck Alice?
Was Prof the Butcher?
His name is Sam. Okay.
Sam the Butcher.
Oh my god.
So Ginger. So you're saying you're role playing Sam?
Yeah, he wants to give you some sausage.
We have never role played Alice and Sam.
No.
Although
But tonight.
First.
What? That would be a first. Absolutely. Your strap-on man bun.
Yes, it's a thing. Okay, so
It's a clip-on. It's a clip-on.
I like saying strap-on.
No, it's a strap-on merkin.
Wait.
It's a harness that's also a merkin.
But if
So the dildo emerges from a vast field of bush.
if you take an American woman from the South and bring her to another country and put a strap on her, is she a strap-on American?
So really, all you had to do was wait until you gave that joke for me to do the thing I do where I don't acknowledge it.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really it. Well done. That was part of our audio test. This little playlet has been brought to you as an example of how the Swingset behaves.
Is it a really testing testing of the emergency broadcast system.
Essential, yes. Okay. So we should bring this podcast to order.
Do we have a hammer?
Gavel.
We don't even have a dildo.
Do you have an 11?
Have a dildo?
Anyone?
Wait.
An 11?
Oh
you know,
boy,
like,
aren't they always?
We have.
Absolutely.
Do you need a speaking dildo?
No.
Probably
No.
not.
I will never use a speaking dildo again because I never ever want to have one.
Again, you don't have to stick the dildo to your forehead. Nobody made you do that.
It's my people tradition, sir. When we have a talking dildo,
Whoa.
we need
I have a talking condom.
a talking condom.
There's a phone number on it. Oh, it's...
Those are.
It's not her.
There's a nice purple one. Oh,
There is a nice purple one.
oh wow, that is.
And there's no suction cups, so I'm safe.
Yeah, you can rub it all over your forehead.
So you're
and
safe.
not gonna,
Really safe from yourself.
I will. I'll do one of these to bring it to order.
Call this podcast
Tequila
to order.
shots.
Tequila shots. What?
Shots. Rob, do the thing.
He almost put it in there.
What's the thing? I know.
You like that?
No, we did do that. We did that last night.